Hey everybody, Andy here, Sports and Songs, page 2. Just a couple of things about the NFL playoffs as we head into conference championships this week. I want to talk about a couple guys in particular. One, Ryan Tannehill, quarterback for Tennessee, former quarterback of the Dolphins. I've always kind of been a big Ryan Tannehill guy. No, don't know why. I kind of always liked his style, liked him. Tennessee was the 1 seed, and they didn't win. Last second field goal is why they lost. They weren't crushed. They didn't get destroyed. One stat I heard at the beginning of that game, they said, hey, this is the first time Tannehill's had Henry at running back and his 2 receivers, Brown and Julio Jones. First time they've had all 3 of those guys since whatever week it was early in the year. Funny, he didn't have all 3, and they got the number 1 seed. They get all 3 back, and they lose. Yet they point the fingers at Tannehill because he's the quarterback, and that's the way the game's played. I'm not a big fan of that point the finger and blame the quarterback or blame the coach. It's their fault. Now, I'm not saying the other 3 guys were to blame either. I'm just saying you had all those clogs. Your offense was fine. Defense gave up the points. Defense gave up the last drive. Defense gave up that field goal. Point the fingers at the defense. Get some big names on defense. Draft some defense. Maybe the coordinator has to go. Who knows? Quit blaming Tannehill. Quit blaming the coaching staff. Quit blaming the offense. The offense is fine in Tennessee. The defense needs help. But they want to point the fingers at Tannehill. I don't know. He's not flashy. He's not, I don't know what the deal is. He's not buddies with the media. Maybe he's a boring interview. Who knows? Josh Allen. Came from a small school. Came from Wyoming. Real good upbringing. How he had his start there was real kind of an amazing story if you look into that. Funny, Buffalo's lost the last 2 playoff games to Kansas City, and you don't hear anyone calling for Josh Allen's job. You don't hear anyone calling for outs in Buffalo on that. Josh Allen's a good interview. Josh Allen's got some nice numbers, league-leading numbers, not just winning numbers. So he's pretty to look at. He's stats. He's highlights. He's fantasy football popular. Is that why they're not ripping on him and asking for his job, but they are for Ryan Tannehill? You got to be more than just pretty to make it, I guess. You can't be dirty and a good worker, not a dirty worker. You're not the pretty boy. You're not the glamour shot. You're not the this and that. So that's Tannehill, so let's get rid of him. I'll take Tannehill over our quarterback, Kirk Cousins, every day of the week. Maybe not 5 years ago, but if you're asking me today, I'll take Tannehill over Kirk Cousins, period. Tannehill, I think, has got a great future in this league. He still has some years to go. So Tennessee working on defense. Buffalo, it's just going to be a you for a while. I mean, look when Andy Reid was in Philadelphia. They got the 1 Super Bowl, 4 conference championships, 1 Super Bowl. That was a decent team. This is Andy Reid's 4th championship with Kansas City. Hopefully he'll make 3 out of 4 for Super Bowl. But when he was in Philadelphia and they made 4 championships, that was a good team. Randall Cunningham, great quarterback. Had a nice run here in Minnesota that 1 year. But you see, everybody wants their fancy names. They want their fantasy football player to be popular and big and all this other happy stuff. No. I want a meat and potatoes quarterback who's going to get the job done. If they didn't like it, the media had to accept Ben Roethlisberger because he was kind of that way to start with and at the end. He says, meat and potatoes and got it done. Strong arm, big man, got it done. He wasn't flashy, didn't do other running fancy plays. Wasn't all yay. Wasn't boys with the reporters. Wasn't their buddy. But he got the job done. They get, some other quarterbacks are like that. They're just quiet. They want to get work. But geez, you're not rubbing elbows with the press. We're not going to give you a lot of love and respect. We're going to make people think you're a dog. Look at Matt Stafford. Great run in Detroit. His numbers speak for themselves. No defense, no help. Yeah, he had Megatron for a few years. Had some running backs for a few years. I think he had, Barry for the beginning of his career. But he had Reggie Bush for a while there, I think. And he had some good backs in a while. But Stafford just got no love and respect. I mean, they went 0-16 in Detroit. Stafford, I'll still take him as a great quarterback. But because he wasn't pretty and flashy, now in a winning team, and everybody's buddy in the media, they've been dogging him. He won that first one. Yeah, he finally got his first playoff win. Oh, I don't know. He barely won that second game. He was a beast in that second game in playoffs. He had stones to make that throw to Cooper Kupp. Making those throws his whole career, boys. No one watched. He was in Detroit. He wasn't on the fancy city team. He wasn't in the pretty team with all the fancy people. He was being meat and potatoes and getting it done. I guess that's maybe why I like the Division II sports more, the small college sports more, because they're more meat and potatoes. They're trying to win games, not trying to be on SportsCenter. I'll take players who want to win over people who want to be on highlights every day of the week. It's just the NFL is full of people who want to be on the highlights. So we'll see. This is Andy for Sports and Songs, page 2. Check out our show on weekends on YouTube and on Anchor or wherever you find your podcasts for the audio. The YouTube show is the same one on weekends. My broadcast partner Dan has a midweek show on YouTube. Please check that out. Search for us under Sports and Songs on YouTube. And also you'll find us on our social medias, Facebook, here on Instagram, Twitter. You'll find all that stuff. I appreciate you. Thanks.